So it's nearing Christmas for me. I know on YouTube it won't be. It'll probably be February or March by the time this video gets onto YouTube. But for those on Patreon, at least, it's rapidly approaching Christmas. A week today, actually. Just realised it's the 18th of December, and yeah, I know some YouTubers. I'm kind of reluctant to call myself a YouTuber. I'm kind of part-time, I'm not a full-time YouTuber or anything, but yeah, I guess I am a reactor anyway. Yeah, I know some of them dress up in Christmas stuff. I know that. I'm not going to do that. People probably know me by now. I'm not that type, let's say. Not that it's a bad type. I just don't do stuff like that. But I did find this that I originally planned to put in the background, and I tried it and it didn't really work that well. It didn't look that good. I couldn't see it. So I wonder now. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Oh god, I'm so useless. Oh, I could wear it like a scarf, something. Put it. I could dangle it off my head. Will that work? I don't think so. I should have planned this. I should have put it around my cap, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should have done that. Oh well. Can you even see that? That looks like I've got an earring now. Can you even see that? Sorry, I'm looking at myself on the camera down here. Yeah, can you even see that with the white or the grey hat? I can, but maybe not so much. But I'm not gonna do it now. I should have planned it really, but I'm probably not going to anyway. It was just a bit of a joke, but I'm definitely not going to. I just thought I'd let you know that the intention's there in a way to make this kind of Christmassy for those on Patreon, but again, no one's going to want to see any Christmas stuff in February or March on YouTube, so it's probably for the best that I don't do that. I do, however, have my Christmas tree. I'm not some sort of raging alcoholic, by the way. I haven't got this on now. I'm not drunk. I've just started to get into the festive spirit, and yeah, I'm halfway through it after a few hours. But I'm not drunk. Well, not halfway. But I'm not drunk at all. I hardly drink, actually. So really, I should be drunk because I've had a few glasses, but I'm not drunk. It might seem like I am now after that fiasco with the lights. Anyway, yeah, so Christmas and that, done with. That's done. Wait for next year now. I'll actually plan something maybe for next year if I'm still doing this. By then, I probably will. I'll probably still be doing Buffy by then. Oh my god. Am I in the middle? Oh my god. Probably. Yeah. Anyway, what am I doing? Buffy episode 4. Okay. Yeah, I promise you, I'm genuinely not drunk at all. I'm not even tipsy at all. I'm fine. Something wrong with me. I don't know, but it's not that. Yeah, episode 4. Okay. Yeah, so episode 3. Right, so I'll just say that it's been a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I'm actually kind of scrambling, not really, but kind of scrambling in a way to get these up onto Patreon because I promised X number of reactions on Patreon this month, and the deadline was Christmas Eve for the last one. And yeah, I need to get going with this because I've been put out. Well, I put my back out, which put me out. It's been over a week. I think it's been about 8 days since I did episode 3. That wasn't the plan. That really wasn't the plan. So like, as I said, I'm in a bit of a scramble now, particularly to get the editing done for the YouTube, the early access YouTube edits on Patreon. But I should be okay. So I'm trying to think now what happened. Right, so the ending was when she told Spike, it was revealed that she'd been in heaven, or at least she thought she had. It did sound like heaven. So yeah, I imagine she actually was in some sort of heaven, some sort of bliss at least. And she's felt like she's been kind of wrenched from that by Willow, actually. Poor Willow. She did thank her, but I did say at the time I didn't think she actually kind of... I'm not reluctant to say she didn't mean it, but I felt like he was putting on a brave face, right? Yeah. I thought it wasn't because of that. I thought, obviously, we didn't know that. I thought it was because she was kind of still feeling the trauma, which she still will be. But that trauma is even worse, actually, as it turns out, because, yeah, the world's like hell, like it's been alluded to in Angel, or more than alluded to, really. Holland, right? That fucker basically spelled it out for us, or for Angel. And therefore for us that, yeah, the world's hell and everyone's got evil in them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it kind of, it's the same universe, isn't it? I was going to say it kind of mirrored that, but it's the same universe. So it makes sense if that is the case. So anything else to say going forward? Giles is supposed to be coming back, I think. Willow did mention that. She definitely spoke to him, and I think it was mentioned that he's coming back. And kind of weird because that first episode of this season did say guest starring, which made me think he wasn't coming back. But now it seems like he might be, so I don't know how this is going to work, and I don't know why they had it guest starring. Maybe it's because he was taking a few episodes off, although he wasn't off in that first episode. So it's only been 2 episodes. If he comes back in this episode, it's only been 2 episodes where he's had time off, but maybe that means they got him as guest starring somehow for that first episode. It doesn't really make sense to me. So it does feel like he's not coming back this season, or at least for a long time. Yeah, but I'm expecting it now, though, because she said he was, I think. That's what she said. His own trauma is going to be about Ben, and I don't think he's told anyone about that yet. I don't think he has, so... Which is weird, because you think they'd have asked, like, what happened with Glory. I mean, Buffy thinks she warned him off coming back, right, and to tell Glory, don't show her face around here again. But that felt a bit weird to me. Being a god, all-powerful, she was weak at the time, but once she's got her full strength back, I couldn't really understand how Buffy thought that would work at the time. Giles obviously didn't, and he actually eliminated him, killed him. I don't want to say murdered, I'm trying to avoid that word, but yeah. He took care of him, and he put him down. And yeah, so I guess that means Glory isn't going to come back, but yeah. I mean, it hasn't been discussed what happened to Glory, has it? That's what I mean. The gang haven't discussed it. They didn't discuss it with Giles in the first episode, and it hasn't been discussed since Buffy's return, which is kind of weird. So maybe we're waiting to find out, or for the gang to find out what Giles did. Maybe that's why it hasn't been mentioned at all, or not. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's it for what I have to say about what's possibly to come and what's happened so far. I will just say this season started off really well. I will mention that it's really good so far. I've been told today that it changed network. Yeah, so I've been warned. I guess warned is a weird word, but I've been told maybe to expect some differences. I haven't seen any yet. Haven't seen the first 3 episodes. The only difference I have seen is that Xander looks bigger. That's the only difference I've noticed. Yeah, he just looks a lot, I guess, more buff, but it's hard to tell if it's gym work he's been doing or whether it's kitchen work. Like, he's been eating a lot, I don't know, but maybe he's just grown up suddenly, like a late growth spurt or something. I don't know. How old is that actor? I feel like he's mid-20s probably by now. He kind of looks it, so yeah, I think he's supposed to be, 20 actually, or 9. Is he 19 or 20, something like that in the show? So yeah, I think he's 20 now. So, but yeah, kind of he's beefed up a little bit. He seems to have. Maybe he's just wearing more clothes or something, and yeah, maybe that's it, but I don't know. But that's the only change I've seen, if that even is a difference or a change. Well, it is, but it's the only one I've seen. I haven't noticed anything different with the show yet. So maybe I'll notice that going forwards. Now I'm looking for it. I'll probably start looking for it now. It's not for the bad if there has been a change. So far, it's been really good. I've really enjoyed the way the season started. And yeah, I'm just pining for Giles to come back now, but we'll see if that happens or not. Anyway, looking forward to it. Let's get to it. Is this the magic shop basement, or is this a basement even?
So, meet at last, Mr. Drippy.
Oh, is this her house? This is her basement. Okay.
Want me to call a plumber? No. You sure? Yes.
It's gonna burst all over the place, isn't it?
Dawn, I'm on it, okay?
We've all been here. Trying to save some money. Never a good idea. Oh my God. What the? Oh, Dawn. Jesus, how? Oh my God. I guess it... She was a bit traumatized. Well, she still is, right? Yeah, okay. I guess it increased the pressure. She tightened that, whatever it was, and increased the pressure, and it burst through all the weak points, I guess. This is life without Joyce. Joyce would have called a plumber. Yeah, financially, how's she dealing financially, actually? I hadn't thought of that. But she doesn't have a job, does she? She's not at college anymore, but yeah. She's not working. I guess maybe there was some life insurance money, or perhaps Giles is helping her, or I don't know, is she working at the shop? I don't think so. She's like full-time carer for Dawn. I didn't even thought of that. Okay, maybe we'll find out. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
You're right. Summer will make everything good.
Seems to be running okay.
And a big Sunnydale round of applause for Tito the Amazing.
Oh, is this uncle? Is it his uncle that was a plumber?
Full copper re... That sounds potentially pricey.
That's a weird phone number.
Oh, wait, is that the bill?
Jesus.
So we'll pay him. What's the big deal?
Where's the money coming from?
Buffy, I know you're still getting back on your feet after...
Lying flat on my back?
Yeah.
Money's definitely becoming an issue.
As in you're being almost out of it.
But I haven't spent any money.
Blackpool Xander as ever.
I was all dead and frugal.
Dead and frugal. There's no better way of being frugal than dead, right?
Mother prepared everything really well. She had insurance. Life insurance.
Which should have left you covered, but hospital bills.
Pretty much sucked up all the money.
Oh.
Which you're still
Oh,
having,
shit.
by the way.
Yeah.
How am I doing that?
Not you, the house. See, this house, just sitting here, doing nothing.
Oh, they're going to sell the house.
So what do we do?
We burn the house to the ground and collect the insurance. Plus fire. Pretty.
Wait, she's not even joking, is she? Doesn't seem like it.
You guys,
Oh, she is.
I'm kidding.
Okay. I was with them for a second. It felt like she was serious.
Not like it's the end of the world. Which is too bad. You know, because that I'm really good at.
Yeah.
I'll take care of this. I promise. I just don't know how yet.
I know how.
Uh-oh.
If you want to pay every bill here, start charging.
What?
For what?
Slaying vampires. I mean, you're providing a valuable service to the
Turn
whole
it into a
community.
business. Oh, Angel has, right? It's not a bad idea, actually. I mean, it saves lives. Who's going to pay for it, though? It'd be a collective fund, right? Around Sunnydale.
Well, I mean, it's
Good
not
idea.
so crazy.
No, see, I like it.
You can't charge innocent people for saving their lives.
Why not?
Why don't you ever take my side?
Anya, I am your side.
I am your side.
This is because I haven't told them yet about the engagement, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yes.
But the way I understand this marriage thing, it's kind of a forever deal.
Not if you never get started. Don't you want to get married?
Anya's going to be like a bridezilla, isn't she?
Yes.
Oh,
So
poor
then why
Xander.
won't you tell them?
I'm still getting used to the miracle of a steady paycheck and getting out of my parents' house.
Okay, it's about him.
And this
I thought it was about Buffy and not being ready.
husband thing.
Yeah, good news yet.
It's a big step. I love you so much. I just want every step to be just right.
Really?
Way to get around that. I think he's serious, though.
Hey! You tricked me just now with your fancy talk and lips. You keep doing this and I keep forgetting and
Yeah.
you keep stalling.
He's just going to tell everyone.
Anya,
When are you gonna grow up, Xander?
Okay. So, I think he was serious, though, but yeah. It's his face.
This is my first big loan.
Oh,
Collateral? No problem.
actually practicing.
I love that tie.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
He's doing that in his office.
Loan officer.
Buffy Summers, loan applier 4.
Hmm.
I didn't know exactly what you would need, so I brought everything.
Old report cards. Definitely not.
So, about
Bless
my
her.
getting a loan.
Financially, we have a bit of a tangle.
You have to remortgage the house. That's what
Yes,
they're going to
Summers.
want, isn't it?
The only collateral you have is your house, which was never fully leveraged. For some reason, Sunnydale property values have never been competitive. And
Wonder why.
refinancing's out of the question.
Are you saying you won't give me my loan?
Well, the problem is you have no income, no job.
What the fuck? Why are they? If they come to a bank
No job?
and robbing it. Oh,
I wish.
Jesus, there's no rest for her, is there? Hey, tell
You're
that
on the wrong line.
loan guy
That's for deposits.
you'll save him if he gives you the loan.
Kicked in the face.
Oh.
Stupid skirt.
Oh, that's you think that skirt would have just ripped with her strength?
May I?
That was a great kick. Or maybe he'll see a business opportunity here. Yeah, there's robbing the place. Okay, I mean, why not? I'm surprised we don't see more of this, actually. You think Sunnydale, everything would be boarded up, bars on the windows.
Put the girl down.
These things, never helpful. Now, about my loan.
Straight back to it.
I'm not saying I'm charging you for saving your life or anything, but Let's talk rates.
He still turned you down? That's crazy.
Oh, what?
Even if the bank did
Ungrateful
get robbed,
fuck.
which you battling demons couldn't possibly know, you would think there would be some kind of reward. Anger is a big, powerful emotion you should feel.
Well, that's good then.
Let me make you mad again. Ready? Last semester, I slept with Riley.
And you know I really doubt it.
Caught me. Big fib. To cover up the sleazy affair I had with Angel.
Well, what the hell are you doing?
You know, since you've
Yeah, to
been
feel
back,
something.
you haven't exactly been big with the whole range of human emotions thing. You know,
Bless her.
this is really my problem. Banks, man.
Just change the subject back to that. It's fine. Yeah, they haven't had this chat yet, have they?
They could use a peppy boost of happy news.
Just tell them, Sandra, for fuck's sake.
I'll tell him.
Yeah. And you're off your case. Really doesn't want to, does he?
As soon as Buffy and Willow come in.
Chicken.
Would you stop? If I tell them that we're engaged right after you dared me to, wouldn't you always wonder if that's the only reason I did it?
Good point.
Score one for Captain Logic.
I smell Captain Fear at the wheel. God, I hate this. I am so old enough to do research.
But you're still only 15.
Right. 15,
Okay, so
as
15
in
now.
teenager. If you don't let me look at the pictures, I'm gonna learn everything I know about demons on the street.
Knock yourself out.
Thank you. I can totally handle it.
Scare her straight away, isn't it?
That's a weird place for a horn.
Oh, is it?
It's not a horn.
Oh,
You know, I still don't get it.
that's some sort of demon porno.
I'm guessing on how you say it. It's got an apostrophe. I think it's Vashnik.
You do research now? Want a cappuccino and a pack of cigarettes to go with it?
Did you just look at the picture?
Maybe they turned down his loan application. No, it's him. Big bad. Real dangerous.
Where's this Giles? God.
Oh, God, Buffy. You're alive. You're here. And you're still remarkably strong.
She's squeezing him tight.
Oh, sorry.
It's bad. You're...
A miracle.
Yes.
He was already. It's an even bigger one
But
now.
then I always thought so.
Oh, Willow's so happy. Wow. Yeah, that guest starring thing was weird then. What was that about in that first episode? Here he is. With his newly bought gear, I guess. Stolen money. Where was he there?
How is England?
Pressing, I'd imagine.
Not really sure how to answer that. Met with the council.
Always a good time.
Yes. I keep a flat in Bath. I met with a few old friends. Almost made a new one, which I think is statistically impossible for a man of my age.
I feel ya.
And now you're back.
Yes.
Giles, are you miserable about it or just really British?
Leaving Sunnydale was difficult.
It's this Ben thing, isn't it? That's what's troubling him.
And how are you? Really?
Me? Nah. Fine. I mean, yeah, you know, sleeping's hard, but just because of the whole waking up in a box thing. So maybe waking up's the problem.
You seem to be doing remarkably well under extreme circumstances. I'm proud of you.
I think he knows she's not, though.
Well, actually, it wasn't me. Willow brought me back. I just lay there.
You know, I meant...
I know what you meant. It was just a little post-mortem comedy. Better start prepping. Slayage.
Yes.
Slayage. She doesn't want the gang to know, does she, about the heaven thing, but I feel like she might tell Giles. Eventually, at least. Like, he'll be the first. Giles has got his own trauma, I think, having killed Ben.
We're so glad to see you. We missed you. You can't have the store back.
I know.
I knew she was going to say that.
Do we have information on this new demon that I suddenly find so desperately interesting?
This one robs banks.
Oh,
This
I
one
found
robs banks. Oh.
Come from a long line of mercenary demons that perform acts of slaughter and mayhem for the highest bidder.
Well, it is the American way.
Well, that's surprising. The American way.
The question now
God.
becomes, what's out there powerful enough to control one of those things?
You got what you wanted, now give me what I want. The head of the Slayer.
It looks like Xander's old place with that window.
Okay.
Sure, we can do that.
Wait, was that Jonathan? And was that the other guy with?
Me to create
Oh, they hired
chaos
him.
and carnage for you.
What?
Told me you were powerful.
And that guy on the left, was that the guy that
magics
nearly ruined the prom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he's
super villains.
okay. Oh God, why Jonathan? Why? He was like a good guy.
I will kill you all.
Wait, no fair.
Right, he built the robot on the right. The guy on the left ruined the prom, I think, and that's Jonathan.
Pay you, and we're gonna.
Yes. Truly.
What are they getting out of this?
Yeah, long
Lord
live our
Jonathan.
noble lord and master. You guys
What?
suck.
You can't pay me with paper, Tiny King.
Tiny King.
I must kill you. Then I will suck dry your bones.
Sorry, did they hire him to rob banks? Is that the idea? Okay, they got loads of money. Okay, I'm being a bit slow here. I'm talking over this as well.
You let us live, we give you...
Give me
Slayer?
what?
Name it.
He's gonna say the Slayer, right?
You want a spell to make you look super cool to the other demons? I'm all over that action, my friend.
Yeah, he's done that himself.
Throwback girlfriend, huh? Long, lonely nights.
I don't want to see any more robots.
You could do this?
Yeah, he's into that, is he?
Trust him. Robo Pimp Daddy's all mouth.
Shut up,
Pimp
Andrew.
Daddy.
You're just now gonna build you Christina Ricci.
You owe me, man.
Or else what? You
Oh, maybe
know,
that's not
packing
him.
Devil dogs to ruin my prom.
Graduated.
Oh, it is
That
him.
wasn't me.
It is.
How many times do I have to say it? The prom thing was my lame-o brother Tucker. Yeah, well,
Oh, his brother.
at that prom. Hello, screen wipe, new scene. I had nothing to do with the devil dogs. I trained flying demon monkeys to attack the school play. School play, dude.
I remember that.
Everyone was like,
Am I forgetting that? Have we seen that or not?
Nothing you can offer me will satisfy your debt to me. I don't want your toys or
Did you
your
say what?
spells. I want the Slayer dead!
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
done.
Oh no, these three the season villains.
For what?
What the fuck?
Well, we just really want to nail down the optimum method for us to wipe out the Slayer.
Oh no.
Make sure it involves pain.
Reed got the better of Jonathan. I'm shocked.
They were mine when I was little.
Totally came out of the blue, that.
Mom always did this stuff. They don't actually fit.
That's where Joyce died, isn't it? I think I'd get rid of that sofa, honestly, get a new one.
Turns out, Mom left me some. And while I was dead, it got squandered on luxuries like food and clothing.
How bad is it?
Anya says pretty bad.
Giles can help
Kind of
out.
taking her word for it.
Buffy, perhaps you're putting too much pressure on yourself. I mean, to return from some unknown level of hell, it's only natural that coming back will be a process.
In the meantime, I'm scaring people.
Unknown level of heaven.
Well, that can take time too. Tomorrow morning, you and I will sit down together and we'll go through everything. Every bill, one by one. We'll work it out together.
I'm glad you're back.
Miss this
Well, I'm
support.
glad you are too.
Yeah, I mean, he knows something's up, right? More than what he thought.
I don't want to kill Buffy either. Yeah, she saved my life a bunch of times. Plus, she's hot.
It's her or us. I mean, we have to do it.
We're talking about murder.
No, we're talking about staying alive. And since this is my mom's house, I think what I say goes.
Oh, it's his. Okay, this place.
We can get in trouble for murder.
Duh, you know, the last I checked, the authorities also frown on bank robbery too. Genius.
The fuck, this
I don't
guy.
even know if we could kill Buffy. She's got super
Frick.
strength. And you know, killing people, this is not why we got together in the first place. Yeah, we teamed up with one
For the money.
clear, super cool mission statement. Remember?
Get rich. Oh, we're gonna find out.
So,
Over a board game.
you guys want to team up and take over Sunnydale?
Okay.
That was a deep
Of course,
conversation.
I remember it was last month.
Then you know we have a mission.
Right, so they want power.
What
workable prototype jetpacks. And chicks.
That was too fast for me to read. Damn lights.
Vote. Okay, who's for not killing Buffy?
Agreed.
Oh, he's not going to take this, is he?
Yeah. Passionate guy.
Here's the Slayer's name, address, and telephone number. You want to kill her? Make it so.
He can't. He's worried about her. That's why he wants her dead, right? Just accepting that, is he? Okay. That was easy enough. Guy's a bit of a prig, isn't he? We knew anyway with the robot.
What are you, some kind of Jedi?
Force can sometimes have great power on the weak-minded.
Does he have some sort of... That was easy, wasn't it? That was weird. Okay.
Isn't it awesome?
Tell me about the spell you performed.
It's interesting that Giles has figured Buffy out like there's something wrong, but Willow hasn't. Willow's so close to her.
Giant snake came out of my mouth and there was all this energy crackling and this pack of demons interrupted, but I totally kept it together. And then next thing you know,
Totally passed out.
Buffy.
You're a very stupid girl.
Yeah,
What? Giles.
I suspected he'd feel
Any
this
idea
way.
what you've done? The forces you've harnessed, the lines you've crossed?
I thought you'd be impressed or something.
Oh, poor Willow.
You were the one I trusted most to respect the forces of nature.
Are you saying you don't trust me?
This is a I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed speech.
I brought her
Oh
back.
dear.
Incredible risk.
Of what? Making her deader?
Killing us all, unleashing hell on earth. I mean, shall I go on?
Yeah, it was irresponsible.
Giles, I did what I had to do.
It was desperate,
I
yeah.
did what nobody else could do. I'm not a bad guy. I
Oh.
brought Buffy back into this world.
Having Buffy back in this world makes me feel indescribably wonderful, but I wouldn't congratulate you if you jumped off a cliff and happened to survive.
That's not what I did, Giles.
You were lucky.
I wasn't lucky. I was amazing. And how would you know? You weren't even there.
If I had been, I'd have bloody well stopped you. The magics you channeled are more ferocious and primal than anything you can hope to understand, and you are lucky to be alive. You rank arrogant amateur.
Wow. Holy
You're right.
shit. Oh.
The magics I used are very powerful. I'm very powerful. And maybe it's not such a good idea for you to piss me off.
Is that a threat? What the fuck?
Come on, Giles. I don't want to fight. Let's not, okay? I'll think
Willow,
about what you said and
what's got into you?
try to be happy Buffy's back.
We still don't know where she was or what happened to her.
Yeah, he knows. Giles knows.
I'm far from convinced she's come out of all this undamaged.
Maybe just Willow's in denial, because surely she would have picked up on it, but it's going to be Spike turning up. You hoping he will or something? Oh, she's smoking. Okay.
Hello, Spike.
Oh, was that Spike throwing it on the ground? Okay.
I feel like I'm spending all of my time trying to be okay so they don't worry. It's exhausting. And then
And that makes them worry even more. You want me to take them out? Give me a hell of a headache, but I could probably thin the herd a little.
Thin the herd.
You know I could get a grin?
I wouldn't even back him against Tara. Well, Tara's magical, isn't she? Or Anya. Definitely not against Anya. We've seen Anya in action.
why are you always around when I'm miserable?
'Cause that's when you're alone, I reckon. I'm not one for crowds myself these days.
Me neither.
That works out nicely then.
I really like these two together.
So what do you know about finances?
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have to move out eventually. Sell the house.
Not really.
Shit. He literally has come to kill Buffy. I thought he was kind of...
But you'll do for a
Oh,
start.
yeah. Oh, Buffy was outside the house, wasn't she? Okay.
Paying for that door, buddy.
She's catching it. Yeah, she can't afford to break expensive stuff.
I want him in the kitchen.
Oh. There are knives in the kitchen. Grab one.
Open the door. The basement. Taking him down.
Oh. Taking him down to the basement. But whether nothing expensive to break, I guess. Oh shit, she's gonna drown him. Where's Spike? He's just chilling up there. Why hasn't he come down to help? And Spike? They're just watching this from the door or something? He's like, I'm gonna fix this leak.
Oh. Did you know this place was flooded?
Bit late on the scene, son. Do you know this place was flooded?
We got the money, we got the lair, and our one loose end has been taken care of.
What the fuck's this? It's some sort of spy gadget. What the fuck? A flamethrower?
What the? Periscope's working.
Are they the new initiative or something?
Looks like your mom's weeding tulips again.
Action figures, fully deployed.
Kind of creepy.
We can do anything. We could stay up all night if we wanted.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going crazy on us, Andrew.
What are we gonna do about Buffy?
My god,
You
nerd
know, sooner or
villains.
later, the Slayer's gotta come after us.
We can hypnotize her.
Make her our willing sex bunny.
I'm putting that on the list.
Oh, Jonathan.
Is this the life or what?
God, they're like 12-year-old nerds.
Life is like an interstellar journey.
Hey, guys.
Blasted through the space-time continuum in a wormhole?
Gentlemen, crime is our wormhole.
It's got a cigar.
Everyone knows. If the
Crime.
wormhole cavity is a whole number of wavelengths plus a fraction of that wavelength, the coinciding particle activity collapses the infrastructure.
Dude, don't be a geek.
It's VR. Don't be a geek. He's got a VR headset on.
Your first approximation of your spanking new debt. There's always that charging option.
No, I will definitely, probably not be doing that.
Probably. They're going to end up doing it, aren't they?
Well, I know I'm back in America now. I've been knocked unconscious.
He's only just got back.
Wish I knew who hired him.
Ooh, I could do a locator spell.
Oh.
Or not.
Giles is forbidden now, is he, to do any magic? Oh, John's still here. Gonna say, is he gonna tackle this?
I don't think I can do this.
Yes, you can. Your mother dealt with this sort of thing all the time. She took one crisis at a time, without the aid of any superpowers.
You didn't have
and got through it all.
being a slayer saving the world on a plate, though, Giles. Get it, though. But
Who's calling me?
Buffy's got a hectic life as it is.
I'll be back.
No chance I'd have to quit school and work assembling cheap toys in a poorly ventilated sweatshop?
Poorly ventilated? Wait, what have you been reading?
Name's Tara.
Buffy, what is it?
Angel.
Is he in trouble?
He needs to see me.
Oh, maybe he can help financially. I mean, it's not his business anymore, but...
I have to see him.
Well, of course. Well, you'll leave for LA tomorrow.
Not LA.
Oh.
And not here. Somewhere in the middle. There's a place.
I see. Well, we should get these bills and things out of the way before...
I have to go now.
Jesus.
Oh. Thanks for taking care of this for me.
Okay. I've still got 3 more episodes of season 2 of Angel to watch. So I'll have to watch those, I think, it looks like. I was planning to anyway. And then I think there's 2 or 3 more. The order is to watch 2 or 3 more of the new season of Angel as well. I'm going to have to get busy with that. Okay. Well, that's interesting then, because does that mean now that I can't watch this next episode? Or to react to it now? I don't think I can. Will it matter? I feel like I knew this would come back to bite me. I mean, it might spoil something for Angel, but I'm not reacting to those Angel episodes, so I can do this next Buffy one, I think. It'll spoil it for me, maybe. Because maybe we should know something about Angel. We should know why he's called. What's going on there, but... yeah, I know some people didn't watch Angel when they saw Buffy, so I think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. That's why I didn't want to get behind with Angel, and I did. I had so much editing to do, and I just didn't have time to watch it. So, but literally today, I watched 3 episodes back to back. Yeah, so I've got at least 5 more, maybe 6 more before I should continue with this. Actually, before I should have done this episode, I think the order, the suggested order. So yeah, I've got 5 or 6 Angel episodes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the next Buffy one. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay, I think. Don't hate me for that, by the way. It's just a life problem. I just don't have time, and yeah, it's just fitting everything in, and yeah, I want to get ahead with Buffy. I want to get going with Buffy. So yeah, over Christmas I'll be able to watch some more Angel episodes, definitely. So yeah, I will kind of catch up, I guess. But anyway, hopefully it's not that important. That was a good episode. I really like that. I'm so pleased Giles is back. I'm so pleased. I guess the leak was kind of like a, you know, like a representation of the financial leak, right? Yeah, I guess. And I found it interesting that Anya was doing the books. That was quite good. She's now like, you know, Miss Finance, isn't she? So yeah, she's learned a lot, I guess, from the shop, from the magic box. Yeah. Kind of put her nose out of joint a little bit seeing Giles back. She immediately said, "You're not." What did she say? Something like, "You're not taking the shop." That was good. That was really good. It was a funny one, this one as well. And yeah, that whole Xander and Anya thing. I keep wanting to call Anya Zanya. I think as a couple, that's quite a good name. I wonder if they called that actually, because yeah, that happens a lot, doesn't it? Where two people, like two celebrities. What was that one? Brangelina or something with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Yeah, similar sort of thing. I think that's why I'm doing it, because yeah, she's with Xander, obviously. Zanya. I'll probably do it in the future. If I do, just forgive me. Yeah, so Anya, that whole Anya and Xander thing, that didn't really get resolved, did it? And I thought eventually she was just going to tell him, she can't hold it back, and she was going to tell everyone, but that didn't happen. So that's something to look forward to. I mean, they'll be pleased for her, right? But yeah, Xander, I guess, is not having cold feet, but feeling like, you know, let's slow down a minute and take our time. And yeah, I think she was being genuine. His face there, though, when she kind of called him out for just saying that so it would get her off his back, his face was kind of strange, and it kind of lingered on his face for a while. That worried me a little bit, because I was like, oh, is she right? Is he having doubts? But I don't think so. It was kind of a weird shot, that, and a weird face to pull, actually. But hopefully he's not having doubts, and hopefully it goes ahead, because they're such a good couple. I think they're the best couple in the entire Buffy universe, actually, including Angel. I think, oh well, Willow and Tara. I think I prefer Zanya. So I've done it already. Anya and Xander's together, though. I think I prefer those two together, actually. I think it's just because it's funny. It's sweet with Willow and Tara. It's a nice couple. They're a nice couple, definitely. But I just like the humour. So I think that's why I prefer. At least I prefer the scenes with Zanya. Done it again with Jesus, twice in a row immediately with Xander and Anya. So if I refer to them as a couple, I'll just call them Xanya Shallow from now on, probably. That's probably going to work better. But yeah, so Giles knows something's up with Buffy. It's not just the trauma of waking up. He knows she went somewhere. I mean, they all do. She told them that, right? But she didn't tell them where. But Giles knows there's more than she's letting on. And yeah, it's the whole heaven thing, isn't it? But he doesn't know that at the moment. But yeah, he suspects something's up. And I think she's going to tell him. I think he's going to get it out of her, at least. And yeah, I found that interesting that Willow, I guess Willow has got a lot else going on, and she's young, and also she did it. She's responsible for it. So she's got that on her plate as well. So she hasn't had time, I guess, to properly take in what Buffy's going through and kind of figure it out herself, you know. I guess she thinks Buffy's still angry with her, and that was a really good scene, actually, with Giles and Willow. Really great scene, that one. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that is this going to sit well with Giles? I might have said it actually in the previous reaction that, when they were doing it, that, I wonder how Giles would feel about it, kind of thing. And that's kind of what I meant. If I did say that, I was definitely thinking it. And now we saw his reaction and it made sense. And Willow threatened him. What I found interesting about that is that Giles wasn't taken aback by Willow's threat there. And that was a threat, definitely. She kind of threatened him. It looked really serious. And then suddenly it just went back to the conversation again, like nothing had just been said. I thought we were going to get some kind of fallout from that threat, you know. I thought we were going to get Giles kind of getting even more angry with her, saying, "Don't you threaten me," kind of thing. That's what I thought was going to happen, but he didn't. He just kind of brushed it off immediately, and Willow kind of went back to normal suddenly. It was weird, that actually. It was weird the way, was that deliberate? The way they did that? I don't know. It's kind of strange, but it was quite shocking to see her like that. And I guess that part of that was her feeling like he hasn't understood that she's powerful herself now, and you're not my father figure anymore, although he kind of is still. But yeah, he's acting that way as well. I thought he was going to say, "I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed." Willow, that would have been horrible, right? That phrase is the worst, and it felt like a bit like that conversation before she threatened him. But yeah, I think part of that was Willow getting angry herself. That threat was just Willow. It was coming out that she was. She felt for a long time that she plays second fiddle for Buffy and people don't take her seriously, and she was this little mousy type character at first, and yeah, I guess that came out there that, look, I'm not that person anymore, Giles. Don't treat me like that anymore. I'm powerful. I'm a badass now, basically. I think that's what that was, rather than an actual threat. I think it was just anger in that moment, and maybe they took it that way. Giles took it that way, and that's why it felt weird that they just kind of let it go. Maybe that was why, but yeah. So the villains, oh my God. Okay, so they're going to be. I think I was going to say it. Did I even? I was going in the intro. I was going to say who. No, I didn't say it. That's the one thing I wanted to mention in the intro, actually, and I forgot. Who is the villain for this season? That's what I was. They haven't introduced him or her yet, and it looks like it's these three, the geeky villains. Okay, I've talked over quite a lot of their scenes. Actually, I couldn't help it because I was so shocked. I was so shocked that we saw them all together. First of all, I didn't know we'd see the robot guy again. Got his name now. Oh, I did remember it in that reaction. I've forgotten it again. Anyway, I get it. I'm thinking of Willow for some reason. Is it something like that? I don't know, but I get it. The other guy, I don't know his name at all. It was probably mentioned in this multiple times, but I haven't got it yet. But so he's a brother. That's kind of strange. That's even stranger that I thought it was the guy who sent those demons. I don't remember exactly how he did that now. I don't think it was ever revealed, but he had them in a cage or something, didn't he? And yeah, he was going to send them to ruin the prom. Right, so that was quite interesting that I thought it was him and it turned out to be his brother. That's kind of weird. I guess he looks a bit like him or something, I don't know. But it just made sense, I think, the three of them together, it just made sense it was him, but it wasn't, it turned out, okay. Yeah, and Jonathan, of course. I was hoping to see Jonathan. Only recently I said we hadn't seen him for a while. So, I don't know, 5 or 6 reactions back during an outro I was talking about that. Yeah, so that's nice that he's back in it. I like him, but do I now? I don't know. I like those two, like the robot building guy was kind of seemed like he was ready to just dispatch Buffy, wasn't he? He was like, yeah, let's do it. But they kind of, tried to talk him out of it, but then he gave the demon her address. But she doesn't know yet it was them. But they're gadgets as well. They've got like spying gadgets, and he had a flamethrower, and what the fuck. Yeah, so they're like, yeah, geeky. I mean, they're acting like 13-year-olds. I said 12-year-olds, but they're all like 13, 14-year-olds, aren't they? Like geeky 13, 14-year-olds. That was funny. The kind of conference they had to take over Sunnydale was that over a board game, and it was just like, shall we just take over Sunnydale? And that was it. That was quite funny. I thought it was about greed at first because money everywhere. Obviously, they hide that demon to rob the bank, but I guess you need money for power, don't you? So that's probably part of their plan to, get some funding first and get into crime and eventually take over. I mean, I'm disappointed in Jonathan because I thought we had some growth from him. The last time we saw him, I think it was outside the college, right? And they had a kind of heart-to-heart, him and Buffy, and I felt like he understood it. I felt like he felt some kind of understanding from Buffy, and yeah, I felt like that was a bit of growth for him. But now he's fallen into a different crowd now, and yeah, I mean, okay, it's going to be funny though. That's the best part about this. It's going to be funny if they are the season. Surely they are the season villains, right? I hope so now because it is going to be funny. I did talk over a lot of it though. I couldn't be helped because it was so shocking to see them first of all, and then to find out that they're shaping up to be the villains, and just the whole thing, that all their scenes, it was just like really weird, and there was a lot to say, and I just wanted to comment. I wanted to pause it. That's what I wanted to do, but I can't. I want to read that board though. I didn't read it properly. I'll do that in the edit. Just quickly going back to Willow and Giles, that scene. I thought maybe she'd mention, because he said, well, you don't know what you've unlocked, what could happen, all this kind of stuff, and you're lucky that you survived and that kind of stuff. I found it a bit weird that she didn't mention what did happen, because death, I guess it was death or some sort of pay the pay the toll for what they did kind of guy. Yeah, he came back in that episode. Well, he came in that episode, didn't he? To, yeah, tell them what they did was wrong, and she didn't even mention that. That's kind of weird. So it's like, that could have been a good way to kind of argue back. It's like, well, yeah, that happened and we dealt with it, Giles. That's the first thing I'd have said. I said, well, yeah, and I dealt with it, Giles, without you here, so fuck you, kind of thing. Yeah. I'm glad to see him back there. I'm really glad, and I'm really pleased that it looks like he's here to stay. I think it seems that way. Anyway, yeah, let's score it. I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited for the 3 now. It's kind of weird, but I'm kind of excited at the same time. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun with those 3, definitely. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll join me for episode number 5. See you then. See ya. Bye.